We have an electric company, and apparently they don't know very much about their individual employees. They took a few surveys, and I don't know why they didn't just ask people directly. In any case, we know a few pieces of information. Some people can climb poles, some people can splice wires, and some people can cut trees. Let's call it C, S, and T for trees. Actually, let me get rid of C because it can be misconstrued between cut and climb. I'm going to make it P for poles. Oops, what am I doing? Drawing an axes. I should be drawing a Venn diagram. So we have poles, trees, and splice. Alright. You could call it A, B, and C for all I care. I just like to have somewhat descriptive names here because it's easier. Alright, so we need to figure out how many we want to fill out this Venn diagram because we want to figure out more information. So kind of starting the general thing that tends to be a good place to start is just go with whatever's the most restrictive. If you say that 9 can't do any of these 3 things, then that's actually really restrictive. We know we're outside of all 3 of these circles. We know that this space outside here, there's 9 people there. Let's see, is there anything that refers to all 3? Oh yeah, this one refers to all 3 as well. They can cut trees and they can splice wires, but they can't climb poles. So they can cut trees, so they're within trees, they're within here. They can splice wires, so they're within here, but they can't climb poles. So that means we're actually talking about this region. Oops. This region right here. And of course there's only one unknown there because it's only the one region. So we can just go ahead and write 14 in there. Alright. 25 can cut trees and splice wires. So cut trees means we're within here. Splice wires means we're within there. So we're talking about 25 people within this region. And well, fortunately, we've already put the 14 in there, so that means there must be 11 here, so that they add up to 25. 20 can climb poles and splice wires. We have poles and splice wires, means we're talking about this region, those regions right there. 11 are accounted for, so there must be 9 here. 22 can climb poles, but can't cut trees. They can climb poles, but they can't cut trees. So actually we're cutting out that bit right there. So we're talking about this region. That should be 22. 9 of them are accounted for already. So that means there must be 13 in here. 57 can splice wires. It looks like we know everything about splice wires except this one region, so that's good. There are 20 plus 14 accounted for so far. 9 plus 11 plus 14, so that means there's 34 people accounted for. 57 minus 34 is 23. Must be 23 there. 50 can climb poles. Poles right here. So everything except for that number is known for climbing poles, so we can go ahead and finish this one off. 13 plus 9 plus 11, that means there's 33. So that means there's 17 that are not yet accounted for to go in there. And the last piece of information is that there's 100 employees. And it looks like there's only this one space left. So let me go ahead and add up all these numbers that we have so far. 13, 17, 9, 9, 11, 14, and 23. Means there's 96 accounted for so far. Means there must be 4 in here. So, to answer the question, how many can cut trees? Well, that would be all of these. All of those people can cut trees. So let's add these things together. 12 plus, is that a 12 or is that a 17? I was about to misinterpret what I wrote down. Let that be a lesson. Your handwriting is important. You need, at the very least, you need to be able to read your own handwriting. Alright, so we have 46. How many can cut trees? There are 46 employees who can cut trees here.